Sorry, but my answer is no.
Is that so?
What's up?
Would you mind waiting a moment longer?
It was Leticia who ran about trying to complete the Folga, while Melthia completed preparations. Raymond and the others helped along the way, and Malkia provided the stones. I simply showed up at the right time, hardly a praiseworthy accomplishment.
And yet it would not have reached completion without you. I must also make amends for not protecting you after you saved Albert.
It does not befit a king to dwell on the past. Admit that what happened was beyond your control. Your softness is what enables Lambert to take advantage of you.
Midas.
And the war is not yet over. Regardless of the truth, the path this nation has followed for the past 14 years was set by the choice you made long ago. Grant me a seat now for my meritorious deeds pertaining to the Folga, and you know full well that conflict will follow.
Midas.
You recognize the Folga is not a weapon of war. That alone is honor enough. However, if you must absolutely insist on seeing me rewarded, grant me a Folga of my own once everything is settled. That is all I ask.
No, 2 Fulga.
Why?
If we live long enough, there may come a time where we wish to fly our separate ways, don't you think?
No, 1 is enough.
Very well, it shall be done.
What's so amusing?
Oh, it is merely that I never thought I would live to see you make such a face.
I agree.
Blast you both.
Huh, don't think you have to worry anymore.
Father, Maester Midas, I must speak with you about what's to come. May I...
Are you really gonna tag along? I can't imagine you've ever been in a real scuffle.
Please don't underestimate me. My grandfather taught me how to shoot, and my grandmother instructed me in close quarters combat. A war on an underdeveloped planet doesn't frighten me. And another thing, address me with a little more respect.
Oh, got it, Marielle. But isn't assisting in a war about as big a violation of the UP3 as it gets?
I am keeping my involvement to the bare minimum. I came with as little equipment as possible to reduce the impact the Federation's actions have upon this planet's historical trajectory. Not to mention that I came here alone.
Just relax, okay? A whole lot happened, but we're gonna be fighting on the same side now. So let's try and keep things friendly, okay?
I was just asking if she's ready. I don't think a Kenny would get cold feet over a little UP3 infraction. And how can I question your moxie after you went and stole a ship?
If you doubt my resolve, then I'll convince you with my actions. I am in no position to argue anyway.
Ray, don't you think that was a little childish?
As long as she's flashing around her Fed credentials, she deserves all she gets.
Regardless, the war on this planet is nearing its end. We need to make sure we leave with no regrets.
Oh, do we, like, officially have you as a party member? Because, again, you're, like, obviously going to be a party member.
Not much time left till things are set to really pop off. Wonder what everyone else is up to.
I love it how they're, like, making a big deal, like, oh, we're gonna break the UP3. Why aren't you worried about breaking the UP3? UP3 is done. It's already been broken. At this point. Like, I can understand not making matters worse, but UP3 is as good as violated at this point. Oh yeah, look at that, we have her, Marielle. I want to see your, Yeah, you're very much like Maria. There's Laser Blast. Maria had that move. That looked awesome. Naked Ray? Okay. Kind of disturbing name. Roundhouse Kick? Classic. Maria used some kicking attacks back in 3. You are basically Maria. Okay. Like, fighting-wise. Which is great, because Maria's combat style is amazing. I hope she gets Energy Burst. I'm gonna put you in the party, obviously. I want someone to follow us from the underdeveloped planet, like Nell and Allbell from the underdeveloped planet. I mean, majority of the cast is from this underdeveloped planet. So, because who isn't from this planet? Raymond and Mario are the only ones not from this planet. And Elena too. But Malkia, it'd be lame if you lost Malkia, Midas, Albert, Nina, and Leticia. And to be honest, I don't think we're gonna lose them. I think at least Leticia, and honestly, I think all of them are gonna come with us. I mean, maybe like 1 or 2 of them could be like temporary and never come back or something, but I don't know. I can see all these characters just like staying with us for the rest of the game. Again, they leave in and out every now and then, but I don't see any of them staying behind. If anything, maybe Midas, but Midas kind of seems like the character like, oh, you think he's gonna stay behind. You think he's like, oh, he doesn't really want to work with you. He's just working like, to a common goal. But I feel like he'll turn around in the end. Like, I think that's the whole point. Midas is very, like, reluctant to work with you, but he eventually, like, turns around and like, oh, I'll stay with you or whatever. I don't know. I never played the game. This is it's new, obviously, so I have no idea.
Ready.
I mean, at least Leticia is gonna stay with us because she's the poster girl main character. So. I mean, follow out to the Federation of somewhere outside the planet. Isn't that basically the same thing? Yeah. I still think the characters are gonna, like... Maybe they won't be with me at all times, but I feel like the cast at this point is, like, these are, like, characters... Maybe you won't have them all the time, but you're gonna have the majority of the time. And they're gonna be mainstay party members. Like, none of them are like, oh, you lose them forever. I doubt that. I'd be surprised if true. Again, Star Ocean 3 did that. You had to choose 2 out of the 4 characters to recruit. And you never know, this game might be like that, but I feel like this game is like, I don't know, I feel like modern games wouldn't really take that trend. I feel like choosing characters and recruiting characters is a thing of the past.
Ray,
What's up?
it would seem that we are nearing the end.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Ray, if I may, what is your home planet like?
I guess it's a normal planet.
Ah, very descriptive.
I know not what you consider normal.
It's just normal. What can I say? Hey, Leticia. Tell me, what's the kingdom of Osirius like?
It is beautiful, vast, and normal.
Yep. For most people, normal is wonderful.
Oh, why must you tease me so, Ray?
I'm sorry for teasing you. To be perfectly honest, my mind is just focused on preparing for what needs to be done tomorrow.
I pray tomorrow brings us victory.
You said it.
It's probably gonna be like the
Guess
pseudo
I better
ending.
Get some shut-eye.
It's gonna be the pseudo ending, and also, honestly, if the game lets me, I feel like it might, if this is, like, the pseudo-ending. Because obviously, this isn't the end of the game. We just got Mario. We're not gonna, like, finish the game when we just get her. That's madness. This is very much like the fake out where you're like, oh, this is like, they're hyping it up to be the end and, like, something else happens. It's probably the end of, it might be the end of the, Aster, I forgot what planet this was called, but it's Aster 4, because Fae Creed is 5, Elacor is 3.
Sweet.
And then Expel is 2. This might be the end of Aster 4. We might leave Aster 4 after the war bit. Definitely not the end of the game, though. But it might be the end of the Aster 4 bit. But if they let me, I might want to go around and, like, battle some stuff. I want to go back to the Delve and fight that boss to try out Mario a little bit. I might play more Soa and see if there's, like, private actions or side quests, because it feels like a good intermission point. We did so much main story progressing as is.
Any such slacker will have that lax attitude whipped right back into shape.
Have you completed your preparations, everyone?
Yep.
The Royal Army and Fulga unit have already reached the plains south of Baldar. We must make haste.
Also, we have 8 party members. I still think Theo's gonna be a party member, but I guess not. Why would he be in the box art if not a party member?
Remain alert. We now move to make our way through Baldar.
I'm not going to Baldar right now. I want to do, like, optional stuff. I mean, like, because the thing is, there's probably going to be, I don't know. I think we basically met all the characters, because Theo, or maybe there's going to be another character later in the game. Because in my thumbnail, there's like 9 or 10 characters on it. So Theo being one of them, we know Theo, but he's not with us. So I'm kind of like wondering if he's playable or not. And there might be one more. There's not more than 10. There's probably 10 tops. Star Ocean 3, you got 8 characters. So I mean, like, there were technically 10, but you can only have 8 with you. You can only get 2 of the 4. Okay, this is actually a good time. Yeah, we need to go to the Vale region. Yeah, like, this is probably... We're probably nearing the end of Aster 4. Because there's not much left of the world. Left. What side quest do I have? You still have to get that for Welch. Still have to get those tattered robes. I want to do the Welch quest because the Welch quests are important. I might actually go out of my way to find a way. I might look up how to do that. Because, like, the Welch quests are important. I want to make sure I'm getting all the Welch quests because they have to come via story progression or something. So the Welch quest I might actually, like, Google search. Because this is Welch the Engineer. Because it's possible we've already gotten access to it. Apparently it's Ray's weapon. Go to the shop in Delric Village. Okay. I could have done that way sooner, so we'll do that before ending stream. Then we have... Oh, after eating a meal in Baldur, we couldn't do that one for a while. Letter from Mom. Deliver a mother's letter to a youth waiting in Osirian High Road. It's not marked, though? I don't know why some side quests are just not marked. It's so annoying. Alright. I'm gonna go to the Delve because I want to try out Maria. Maria. I called her Maria. It was bound to happen at some point. I want to try out Mario. So I'm gonna go fight that. I'm gonna try fighting that boss again. First, though, I gotta do skill tree stuff with her because she probably has a lot of skill points. I think this is as far as we go in main story. Like, we don't go main story anymore. I think I just focus on side stuff for, like, the next 40 minutes. Which is fine, because we did really good with story. Spray and pray. Okay. There's Crescent Locust. Classic. Yeah, I'm very excited to see where the story goes here. With, like, the sci-fi stuff really hearkening. I mean, it was already like, hey, the Veil Empire, they're using the technology of the sci-fi stuff. So, you know. But now we're, like, actually getting into... That's really cool. Now we're, like, actually getting into heavy, like, we're probably going to leave Aster 4 soon. Now, I'm wondering how this is going to go. I kind of feel like it's not going to be like Star Ocean 4. I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise me. I feel like there's not going to be a ton of planets in this game. And that's only because we spent so much time in Aster 4. Because in Star Ocean 4, you have, like, Eos, Limurus. I guess if you want to count Cardionon, you have Roke. And then you have... What other planets are in 4? I haven't played 4 in a minute. You get the point. Basically, you have like 5 to 6 planets in 4, but obviously you didn't spend as much time as you did in like Elocor 2 or Aster 4 in that game. So, I'm kind of wondering, I feel like this is going to be more like Star Ocean 3, where like you do Aster 4, maybe there'll be another planet, maybe there'll either be one other fully fleshed out planet, or it's just going to be a bunch of space stuff for the rest of the game. Of course, they could surprise me and have 2 other 20-hour planets. In that case, the game would be really long, which I wouldn't really mind. Because this game is great, but also, I doubt that. Editor Ray. Oh, these, like, target after hitting. That's cool. Bullet Stream. It's really cool. Energy Burst. Let's go. Love it. I want that. I'm going to work my way over there. Get as close to Energy Burst as humanly possible. Star Ocean 3 was kind of short for each planet. What planets are in Star Ocean 3? I don't count Haida 4... and the Hellry as planets. That's like tutorial land. Planets in Star Ocean 3. You have Vanguard 3. Vanguard 3 is short. And then Elocor 2 takes up most of the game. What other planets are you counting? I guess Moonbase would be technically a planet. If you want to go that technical. If you don't, then there's not many planets in Star Ocean 3. I don't really know what you're talking about. Elocor 2 was most of the game. It's really cool. That's good for now. I'm going to save your points. Roundhouse Kick. Crescent Locust. Preferably something that hits. Spray and pray. Laser Blast, that's good. Count of Fates. Yeah, I said that. Haida 4. Haida 4 is the first planet, is the first area where they get attacked. Haida 4, and then you eventually... I just connect Haida 4 with the Hellry. The Hellry is like the evacuation facility. So, I just combine the Haida 4 and the Hellry. That's really short. Then you have Vanguard 3. And then you have Elocor 2, which takes most of the game. So I still don't really, like... What would you count as a planet after Elocor 2? After Elocor 2, it's just like... They're not really planets, it's just the 4D space stuff. It's just like all one... They're all part of the same, like, thing. but it's just they're different areas. I feel like you don't really classify them as planets after Ellicor 2. So, in technicality, in my world, Star Ocean 3, Haida 4, I don't even think I count... Now, Haida 4 is a planet. There's only 3, like, actual planets you explore in Star Ocean 3, technically speaking. Obviously, the game, like, the Gemini Transporter counts other stuff as planets. I don't, though, to be honest. I wonder how Energy Burst works in this game. If you have to, like, hold the button or something.